Live from the Wells Fargo Arena in Tempe, Arizona. Tonight's CSBA matchup, UCLA Bruins taking on the number 12 Arizona State Sun Devils. And joining me, the man, the myth, the legend, and seems to be my regular broadcast partner later. What's up, Canes?
What's going on, man?
What are you looking forward to in this game, my friend? I think I know what it is, but I'd love to hear it out of your mouth.
Oh, yeah, definitely the Jim Carr record.
I knew it. That's what everybody's here to see. Carr just needs one to take the all-time lead, and then obviously anything after that is gravy.
Just padding the stats.
Yes, sir. Building that record even further out. Matty Vledock says, I can shoot the 3-ball as he tries to get that one to go, but rattles in and out.
Definitely want to see what UCLA has for Arizona State, though.
Nice defense. We saw this kind of start from UCLA the other night, on Saturday, actually, as Roman gets blotted Martrell right, though, there for the putback. But we do know that one of their things, as we watched on Saturday, Canes, was that UCLA needs to do a better job on the rebounding.
Absolutely. I mean, they were out-rebounded by 40 rebounds.
Which was insane. Aaron Ike for 3, though, good. Yeah, that was I've never seen rebounding numbers like that. If you haven't had a chance, go back and look at that box score because it was insane. But, yeah, I mean, just looking at this game, I think Arizona State is a little bit different of a team than what we saw on Saturday. So hopefully they're a little bit
more guard oriented.
So that might help UCLA out a little bit.
Absolutely, they like to shoot a little bit more from the outside, and with that, if they're shooting from the outside, then you definitely got to have your guys in there grabbing them rebounds because usually they're going to come off a little longer.
And by the way, I don't know if Coach Julian's got Carr coming off the bench, so really trying to bring some drama out of it for us. Bryce, fadeaway Jay there.
Yeah, me and Dickie had told him you better get in there early because it ain't gonna last long, and he's got him coming off the bench.
Yep. Well, Carr just said he's got to start getting hot. As O'Neal fadeaway Jay there, no good. He's gonna get hot. Ray Diddle's starting to catch up, and he's another guy who's a volume shooter. So.
Yeah, absolutely. Trying to make that record last for a little while.
Yeah, for sure. Green. 7 on the shot clock.
No movement for Arizona State.
Where is everybody? 8 people up in this hizzy, and there's about a record to be broken. Where's everybody at?
I guess everybody knew Jim Carr was on the bench to start.
Yeah, maybe. It's late arriving crowd, apparently.
A little bit early out in Arizona.
For sure. Mackin with 6 on the shot clock. O'Neal tries to set a screen. Good little give and go between the two, and O'Neal pulls the trigger on a 3. Bang.
Here you go, Neil, stepping out, getting the ball, and drilling the 3.
Nice little 2-man game right there. Maybe UCLA can get a little bit more of that going. And Khalil O'Neal's definitely underutilized in this Bruins offense. Certainly does a really good job on the defensive end there. I don't know about that foul, but Bryson will go to the line and shoot 2. But
yeah, we saw when Arizona State played Oregon State, Deathridge, or not Deathridge, Burmeister had a big game inside, so maybe that could be Khalil O'Neal tonight.
All right, well, the cameramen are ready. The light bulbs on their, the flashes on their cameras are ready to go, and Carr in the game. So we're going to keep an eye on him.
We're changing over TVs and everything.
Sir.
Just like the Aaron Judge home run.
Live look-ins. Khalil O'Neal with a flush. 7-4 UCLA lead. Good start for them here.
That could be the difference maker right there.
Yeah, I think if Khalil O'Neal can pick up his game, it might open up things for Matty Ice, Matty Bledock. When they go to the other side to McCall for 3, bang! So Jake McCall knocks it up at 7.
That's what's tough. You're keying on Jim Carr, trying to keep him from shooting a 3, and you can't forget about everybody else on this court.
O'Neal not able to capture their Carr out in the open court. Garrett Hart going to try to get on him defensively. Get some room now. Drives a little mid-range jumper, rattles in and out. So Carr trying to get going early from the mid-range to try to before he starts working in those 3s.
Yeah, it was a nice little move there. He just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Evan Wright, no good. Ball somehow comes out to Carr. Carr gets it up to McCall. McCall breaks past the defender and lays it in for an easy 2, and Arizona State has their first lead of the game.
McCall with 5 quick points off the bench.
So 9-7 ASU here as O'Neal trying to utilize his side down on against Aqua Kikien. Baseline jumper 3, no good. McCall up with the rebound.
I think I would rather seen a take there instead of a step back from the corner.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that analysis at all. I think higher percentage shots going to help. Aqua Kikien gets called from the foul away from the play, so record still stands, or it's still tied, I should say.
I believe I saw that Slug Stearns in this crowd for this one.
That's good. He was in here the last time, too, so. Smith in the low post. Nice. Used his body there effectively as he seals out the defender in the low post.
I think that's where they got the advantages on the inside, surprisingly, just because Arizona State didn't fare too well on defense on the inside.
AJ Cash with the steal. Gonna look outside of Valentine. Now to go down low to Smith. Little double clutch move. I like it.
UCLA, they just got to keep the scoring up.
You know, what I like about what UCLA is doing so far in this game is they're definitely attacking the basket a little bit more than they did over the weekend. So,
yeah, absolutely.
McCall with a hand in his face, rattles in and out. Aqua Kikien putting it in, though, on the rebound.
And there's that weakness of UCLA on the boards.
So 11 apiece, yeah. Faux show. Giovanni Valentine gets a step, tries to drive. Good pass inside to Smith. He gets blocked, gets the ball back, and then gets blocked again by AK-47.
Still got to be a little bit more aggressive taking that up there.
McCall gets blocked by Garrett Hart. What a nice defensive play by Hart. Hart going to go inside to Cash. Cash going to pull that outside. Hart going to set up in a low post. He gets it. Kicks it out to Smith. Good ball movement. A little triangle action here. Wright going to set a screen. Now they switch. Got the size mismatch. Got to give him the entry pass there. He's got the position. They don't give it to him. Waited way too long and decides to settle for a fadeaway 3. But Evan Wright there gets it to Smith. He gets fouled by Jim Carr, his first.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't. You had the taller guy on you. There was no reason for you to take that shot. You got to move the ball there, and luckily they were able to get the offensive rebound and draw a foul.
Evan Wright rattles home the first free throw.
The inside game has been the key for UCLA right now.
Yeah, I mean, if I'd have to say, if you talk about the weakness of what UCLA is, I would say Arizona State probably has a very similar weakness, and the fact that UCLA is recognized that early here, going to the low post is probably going to help them in the long run, especially after how poorly they shot on Saturday.
Yeah, absolutely. They just keep feeding it in there and be aggressive with it.
There it is. Carr for three. No good. Off the rim. So 0 for 1 to start here. Quick outlet pass to Evan Wright.
Good job drawing that up out of the timeout.
Cash. That's a good look, too. We got a little bit of room there. Cash tries to get it to go. Nice play by Smith. He gets blocked by Hart. I mean, gets blocked and Hart gets it back, rather. Cash going to get a screen pull up. Mid-range jumper. That's good. That's a guy that they need off the bench to be a little bit more efficient, is A.J. Cash.
Yeah, absolutely. He showed it there, and if he can continue that up, it's another punch off the bench.
Kaiser Washington for three, rattles in and out, and Evan Wright up with the rebound. So right now, UCLA doing what was done to them on Saturday by dominating the boards, and a nice take by Giovanni Valentine, and a 10-2 run for UCLA.
Yeah, I think Arizona State right now is, a little too focused. I mean, Jim Carr's only got the one shot, but everything's on that, and that's what they're worried about, and they're just not coming out.
Ooh, an aqua key, and Carr was going to get set for the three there, and another foul by AK-47. So UCLA right now playing well. We saw a lot of this the other day on Saturday, but they played it good for one quarter, and then, pardon my French here, shit the bed for that for 3 quarters. So,
yeah, absolutely.
So we'll see what happens here, but a good start for them here. 17-11 after 1. You're watching CSBA on Twitch. We'll be right back. All right, welcome back to Tempe. Kane's in the booth with me here. That was a good first quarter for UCLA, and see if they can keep up that momentum. I mean, Kanes, would you agree that right now UCLA is controlling the boards? Absolutely.
I mean, they've already almost hit their total from Saturday in rebounds.
Matty Ice for three, no good, is Green. A rare rebound for Arizona State so far in this game. Jim Carr back on the bench. I think the pressure for Arizona State will be off, and a nice follow by Scott Frank. I think the pressure will be off Arizona State here once Carr breaks that record. I think you're going to then see them put the foot on the gas pedal. But
yeah, definitely.
I think
the longer that he goes without that, it's a lot of pressure for them.
Yeah, he definitely carries the pressure. The rest of the team, for the whole team, not just him too. So.
Yeah, I mean, after only getting the one on Saturday or in their last game, that I'm sure he had some words, but a lot of that's on him too for not. I mean, he took 7 shots, so.
And the starter's doing a nice job as Julian Alexander finds Scott cutting to the rim for the alley-oop. So just like that, Arizona State gets a couple points back here, and a nice take by Matty Vlidock. Something we did not see a lot of on Saturday. He was purely shooting from beyond the arc. So
yeah, just be more aggressive, and I think that's what he told his team is you just got to be more aggressive with your shots, get to the basket, and if you get fouled, you get fouled, but go up strong.
Alexander with a nice little move. I think Matty Vlidock needs to go back to that Pac-12 sign and pick up his jock. I think he lost it right there.
I believe that's why they called that timeout.
I think so. I think Coach doesn't like what he's seeing there, so we'll call a quick TO. 19-18 UCLA on top by 1. And again, the second quarter bugaboos right now haunting UCLA as they've yet to get a point here. Actually, no, I take that back. Matty Ice had the first one bucket, but
You got to get the defense to step back up.
yeah, for sure.
And that man's got to go to the basket.
Yeah, they got to set him up down low. I mean, occasionally run the two-man pick-and-roll game is good. Alexander off the glass and good, and just like that, the Sun Devils have come roaring back and take the lead at 20-19.
Yeah, you got to get a hand in his face at all times because we saw him come off the bench with a good game on Saturday, earlier last game.
Montreal right, no good. Nice foul by Khalil O'Neal. Comes inside and takes advantage of the miscue there by Arizona State.
Yeah, great job by O'Neal, and that's where he needs to be, is in that paint and imposing his will.
And a snap block by O'Neal. We've seen those defensive efforts by him a lot in the last couple games. One of the few guys, mainstays, have been doing a nice job defensively for UCLA. Mackin gets the benefit of two screens, gets into the paint, trying to work over his defender. Nice little shake and bake low post move by Mackin.
Just trying to get the Dogs to stop.
B-Harp, go read the league announcements that was posted. It's all in there, my friend. Bryston for two. That's good.
A lot of great info in the Discord.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Well, we know people don't read. B-Harp knows I love him, but he don't read. He don't read. I've already seen a bunch of people take advantage of that, so that's nice to see.
Yeah, definitely.
Gonna keep my ass busy, though, that's for sure. Bryston for two. That's good.
As if you ain't busy enough.
Rylock, really? You're gonna make him? You could have made him go read. You made him make him go read. Nice follow by Martrell right off the Khalil O'Neal miss.
Still doing great in the paint right now.
I know, Rylock. I'm just messing around.
Timeout.
I know B-Harp does. So 25-24, UCLA up by 1, 4:04 to go here. Second quarter timeout on the court. Been a fun one so far.
Yeah, definitely. I've liked the improvement from UCLA in the 2-3 days that they've had.
Oh, and almost a bad entry pass there. Bryston challenged not once but twice. Aquakiki can't get the rebound to go. The putback to go, rather. Yeah, there's stipulations on what you can and can't do on that redemption, so go read. Three-pointer no good as Roman comes up with it. Hart going to get a screen from right. Now Hart drives the lane, goes up, right hand block. What a nice play by Dynamite.
Yeah, you got to know that that's probably coming around.
AJ Cash with a foul there on the breakaway, but he probably would have had an N1 opportunity, and Khalil O'Neal said, no, sir.
Bryson has a chance to put ASU back on top. Been back and forth here in the second quarter.
If you're gonna want special requests, I'll probably have to double it. I don't know. I'll see what I can do. What do you mean? What jerseys you don't have? You have access to all the jerseys. I don't know what that means. 26-25. Sun Devils on top by 1. Valentine trying to work over Bryson. Bryson gets a hand in and comes up with the steal. I get what you're saying. I'm just not messing with you. We'll see what I can do.
Good pass.
No promises. 28-25. It shouldn't be that hard for me to switch the jerseys. I can do that. Khalil O'Neal for three. Bang! That's a big three. That's 2 threes from him tonight. He's having a nice game so far.
Oh yeah, I mean, they definitely need him to be their scorer, I guess, because they're not great from the outside. They got Matty Ice, but if he can control the paint and hit threes.
I'm just messing with you, Rylock. I'll do my best. Yeah, no, I agree. I think he's having a good game right now. There's literally no answer for him in the interior. He's got 12 points and 3 boards so far, and I think 2 or 3 blocks, right?
Yeah, he's been the best player on the court so far tonight,
without a doubt. We haven't seen. I mean, Matty Vlidock has been extremely cold in the last couple of games. Is Carr going to continue the mid-range, to continue the short stuff, trying to heat up that way, get a sweat going maybe.
It's hard to do when you're coming off the bench.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's why I was a little surprised he came off the bench here. But Hart, no good. And then O'Neal again follows again, and that's 14 for Khalil O'Neal.
This man is having himself a game.
You know, we talked about the game on Saturday and how poorly UCLA played, right? We talked a little bit. There's Carr for three. Bang!
Bam!
Record set, and he stares down the bench. Let's go. So Gonzaga
he officially has the record.
Yeah, he has officially got the record. Congratulations, Jim Carr. That was good. That was all. Listen, he had to get a little warmed up there with a couple of those mid ranges and layups and stuff. So,
and then right back to O'Neal.
Listen, he's been the hot hand. Continue to feed the beast. But yeah, I mean, Gonzaga beat UCLA by 47 points on Saturday. So, you know, the one thing I will say is that UCLA definitely matches up significantly better. And O'Neal coming across again. It's a little bit of an intensity right now from him. I think he's tired.
I like to see it.
I think Coach got in his ear after that 47-point loss on Saturday.
47-point loss and out-rebounded by 47.
Yeah, I think so.
There's no reason why he can't control that paint.
The only thing about Jim Carr that I would have loved about his career is if he was stayed with one school. That's my only... Listen, amazing job no matter what. I love his efforts. I love that he's an amazing player and so fun to watch, but blame Percy. It's fair. It's fair. But I would have liked to have seen him stay at one school. That's the only thing I would have to say. But so you got the record.
Gonna hang his number in the rafters of every school?
I don't know. That's not up to me. It's not up to me. I don't run this place.
I know they call for Julian to hang his number in the rafters. You got to go back to his other schools as well.
Julian will probably use it as a blanket when he goes to bed. When he passes out in Discord. 37-34, ASU up by 3. AJ Cash gets blocked again by Dynamite. I think Cash was looking for the foul on that play. McCall gets blocked by Wright. Good defense here. I feel like UCLA has definitely stepped up their defensive efforts a little bit more in this game than on Saturday.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
So at the end of half, McCall hits a shot to put up ASU by 5. Phenomenal first half, 39-35. I think it's 39-35. I think I might have just misquoted. I think it's a 5-point lead.
I think it's 34.
34. So yeah, I knew it was a 5-point lead. 39-34. Kids, break this down, man. Talk to us about what we saw in that first half. Obviously, we saw the record, but what else did we see there, my friend?
I think with Arizona State, it's been a lot of a normal Arizona State game. They shoot the ball from the outside. They shoot the ball from the inside. That's what they do best is mix it up. The surprise has been UCLA, like we've talked about, with their inside game, and especially Khalil O'Neal. You know, he's got 16 points and just being the dominant force in the entire game right now for both teams.
Well, now that he's got the record, you think he's going to Disney World?
He probably will. He'll probably take a trip. He got the Monday game and got all week to go down there.
Maybe we'll have to loan him the CSBA jet. We'll have to
At
see.
least the bus.
Second half coming up your way. You're watching CSBA on Twitch. We're back. All right, welcome to the second half. Let's take a look at the leading scorer at halftime. My guess is going to be Khalil O'Neal. He's going out on a limb.
Yeah, it's definitely got to be him.
16.6 rebounds and 2 blocks.
Yeah, that's a great stat line, especially for a first half. He's gonna be the point guard bringing it up.
Pass inside to Roman. Nice. Oh, Angelin Roman blows the layup.
Gotta finish that.
Dynamite. Take no good. O'Neal with another rebound. That's 7 for him. Leadock. Reaching foul by Scott Frank.
Not a good foul. That too far away from the basket for a foul like that.
So, Carr, if you're just joining us, Carr just before the half drilled a 3 and took the lead. So the pressure's now off ASU as Mackin going to step back. That's good. Again, UCLA, the mid range has been really working for them.
Yeah, Mackin, he's been kind of quiet tonight, so it'd be nice to get him going with the starters and start getting some points.
Aaron Ike gets fouled. I don't like that call, CSBA refs, but Angelo Roman going to get called for the foul there.
Yeah, great defense by Roman there.
I love that Ike plays with the low Converse. I'm like, how do you kill your ankles, dude?
Oh yeah, mine would have been done.
One roll of the ankles, you got no ankle left. That's a broken ankle.
Yes.
I like the old school. I like it.
I like them, just not for basketball.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe with like an AC/DC T-shirt or something to go along with it. Khalil O'Neal for the offensive board gets fouled by Frank, his second. So now they're starting to get physical with Khalil O'Neal.
AC/DC shirt and some ripped up blue jeans.
There you go. That's exactly what I was thinking, or at least like a tattered tee or something.
Yep, definitely.
Doesn't have to be AC/DC, but it's got to be something.
Metallica.
So Khalil O'Neal's got 17 and I believe 8 rebounds now. Make that 18 and 8.
Yes, 18 and 8, 2-5, shy of a double already.
We go down low to Bryson. Bryson with the no look alley oop. That's got to be up for play. That's got to be up for the State Farm assist of the game right there.
Click that one.
So back to a 4-point game. It's been a good one though. It's been close. UCLA playing much better than they did on Saturday in that blowout loss. They match up well, Canes, from what I can see here.
Yeah, definitely. Ooh, 3.
Harley Mackin cuts it to 1 with a big 3.
And Mackin heating up. And ASU gets a couple buckets, and UCLA just won't go away.
So a foul there by Khalil O'Neal, his second. So ASU going to get it on the sidelines, reset the shot clock here to 14. Bryson bounce pass in the low post. They double team him. Scott Frank goes to work though. So O'Neal is out of the game right now. Who will step up for UCLA? Evan Wright going to drive inside off the glass. No good. Defense by Frank.
Gotta hit that. You're right there at the basket. You gotta hit it.
Ike. Gonna get it over to Alexander, down on the low post to Franklin. Giovanni Roman's gonna have his hands full there. Good defense though there.
Yeah, good defense. You know, he after that foul, he's still playing the aggressive defense.
You know, win here tonight. I mean, I would think that's got to get Arizona State. I mean, if UCLA was to win here tonight, I would think that gets them into the top 20. Roman for three, bang, and it's tied up at 44.
It definitely turns the Pac-12 upside down with Gonzaga and Arizona State next week.
Yeah, for sure. Timeout on the court, 4:47 to go. Watching the CSBA on Twitch. Been a fun one so far.
I like the fight from UCLA. They're just shot for shot with Arizona State so far.
I wish they would have seen this, you know, against Gonzaga the way UCLA is playing. But they're, you know, Gonzaga a much bigger team, so.
Yeah, definitely.
Mackin to get a screen for Martrell Wright. Block in the paint, no good. I don't know who just jumped into the. Oh, okay, there he is. Didn't know who it was. It's my next broadcaster. What's up, Juke? Say hello to the fans out there.
What's up, bro?
What's up, buddy?
What's up?
My subscription lapsed, so I'm watching the game in here like a poor person.
So you got your own talent coming in? Do tell. Who you got coming in to do the game with you?
Check your DMs.
I did. It didn't say who.
Yes, I did. Check them again.
No, it says I'm going to have a very special guest with me. Oh, that's... Wait a minute. Hold on.
What's your DMs?
Oh.
What are you drunk?
Oh, I used DMs. I was looking at the channel. Sorry. Wow. Now all you got to do is get him to make a player.
Fair enough. I'll keep working on them.
He's overdue.
For sure, for sure.
Nice. Glad to have him in there. Does he need perms?
Yeah, he's going to need perms.
All right, I'll get it to him after this.
Like a 90s perm, though, you know what I mean? Like,
a little Jerry curl, maybe?
yeah.
Do it.
Like early 90s Deion Sanders.
Like it. You got Super Bowl, you got to tune in to see who it is.
Yep. All right, I'll see you in a bit.
See you in a bit. Yes, sir. 46-46. Glad he's got someone in the booth. Carr in the wing, no good.
Has not shot the ball well the last two games.
Carr, no, he's not getting the volume shots that he typically does, so that might be why. Evan Wright in the low post going to get fouled. That's third foul by Frank.
Still pounding it inside. That's what they got to do.
You know, I'm going to tell you a little secret. So Matty Vlidock in real life, I know, is working his ass off, and he has not been around. And this is the same game plan that UCLA ran against Gonzaga. The difference is UCLA has had success in the interior this game, which I think then switched how they're playing because they're having success inside, where they didn't have that against Gonzaga.
Right.
You know, the offensive rebounds, the putbacks, they're getting more higher percentage looks in this game than they did against Gonzaga. And I think when you're trailing, you try to force the issue by just draining threes to try to get yourself back into the game. They haven't had to do that here.
No, they've been able to score consistently.
Yes. And the only reason I see that tail is they do match up better against Arizona State. So I'm hoping.
Yeah, I can see that.
I'm hoping the real Mr. Matty Vlidock is okay because he's been. I know he's working like crazy hours with his doctor job or whatever he's doing. So in the hospital. You didn't know we had a doctor in the house, did you?
Not at all.
Yes, sir. Nice take there by AJ Cash.
Getting a nice little pull away here.
But yeah, wherever Mr. Vlidock is, if he's tuning in, we miss you a ton, sir. He usually is a guy that likes to join me in the booth, too. Carr high off the glass. No good. Rattles in and out. Foul. Counted on one on the second effort by Carr. So a chance to tie it up from the free throw line here.
Yeah, let's see what Carr can do from there. He's usually automatic.
Timeout on the court with 2:01 to go. Third quarter, you're watching CSBA on Twitch. We'll be right back.
Yeah. Gone on you with the pick and roll. Younger flame, he in sicko mode. This here with all the ice on in the booth. At the gate outside, when they pull up, they give me loose. Yeah, jump out, boys. That's Nike boys hopping our coops. This shit way too big. When we pull up, give me the loot. Give me the loot. Was off the Remy, had a papoose. Had to hit my old town to duck the news. 2-4-hour lockdown, we made no moves. Now it's 4. All
right, welcome back to Tempe, Arizona. 51 apiece, 2:01 to go here in the third quarter. Remember, coming up after this one, Providence, Georgetown in prime time. Juke going to be on that call. You're not going to want to miss that one. That should be a fun game. Big East battle.
Yeah, definitely. This has been a great game so far here.
Yeah, this has been a very good, a very entertaining game. Nice steal by Jim Carr. Kaiser Washington. B-Harp, go tell Pax to make me a new commercial. 3-pointer from McCall. Bang! I've been asking for a while now. He's been busy. So. Hart.
Oh, you got to roll off that pick.
Cash going to pull that outside. They're going to go down on the low post. Evan right size mismatch. Uses his big body to his advantage. Can't get it. Gets the only offensive rebound. Gets fouled. Counted at one, and a big bucket as Evan Wright taking swings in the air. Lucky he didn't punch somebody in the face. Don't look now, but Khalil O'Neal back in this ball game.
I think I would have let him sit out another minute and let him play the whole fourth.
I don't disagree with you there, but Akwakikian's going to be having nightmares in his sleep tonight the way O'Neal has played in this game.
Yeah, he's been a monster.
It's interesting here, Arizona State putting Akwakikian well outside to try to suck O'Neal out of the paint, but either way, UCLA's still able to come down with it there. And
it's not a bad move. I mean, if you can get him out of the paint.
Yeah, you need the biggest player out of the paint area as much as you can. He's been controlling the boards, so. Dynamite. Kicks it outside. Carr for three. Bang! So, second three of the game for Carr, and he adds to his record.
Can't give him that much room.
Got 114 now. Floater in the lane. AJ Cash having a nice game off the bench tonight.
Once again, Arizona State scores, big three, and UCLA answers.
Cash is a guy. Carr for two. That's good. Ooh. Carr starting to heat up. But I say Cash is a guy that I feel like underused on UCLA. Ooh, almost hits the three-quarter court shot. So at the end of three, a three-point ball game. 59-56. We got ourselves a good one here. Stick around, CSBA. Let's see what happens in the fourth. Get those fours up in stream chat. Be right back. All right, we're back here. Fourth quarter. 3-point Arizona State lead. They're going to low post to Bryson. Mackin going to have to play some D down there. He got a little bit of a size disadvantage as he gets fronted. And Matty Vlidock, Kansas, has not been able to get anything going here tonight. He's a guy that definitely needs to pick it up. Good find to find Martrell right for three.
Ooh.
Bang, and a big three from Martrell.
Another answer by UCLA.
That's a good find by Matty Vlidock. Not able to get anything going here tonight offensively, but good find.
Yeah, that's what you got to do as a team leader. O'Neal again.
And Roman going to end up coming away with the steal. They're going to kick it over to Mackin for three. Bang! Ooh. Another three from Mackin, and just like that, UCLA comes storming back 62-61.
This team doesn't quit.
Bryson trying to answer the other side and does. Bang of his own. Raining threes out here. O'Neal gonna get a step drive. Little baby skyhook in the lane is good. Nice take by O'Neal. He's got 20.
Yeah, just you got to keep feeding the beast.
I don't think that well will be dry anytime soon. Ike gonna kick it out to Alexander. Bryson being guarded by Mack, and almost gets blocked. Excuse me, Matt Green almost gets blocked on the other side, but gets it to go. Timeout on the court.
Crazy. The biggest lead of the game was UCLA by 6.
Yeah, it's been a tight one. It's good to see. I feel like we've been seeing a lot of blowouts lately, so this is good to see a nice, good battle.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams just fighting. I don't think Arizona State expected this kind of fight after the way UCLA played Saturday.
No, definitely not, and I think this is a big reason is the man that just drilled the three. Bang! Khalil O'Neal got 23.
I think he's 3 of 3, too, from 3.
Yes, he is. Really thinking about wanting to be considered for player of the week in week 6 the way he's playing. Backdoor alley-oop. Tough bucket for Frank. Caught up at 67.
Maybe he can teach his uncle how to shoot.
O'Neal. Good active hands by Frank as he picks his pocket. Aaron Ike going to go in uncontested. Appreciate that sub there, Mr. AA. Mr. AA Ron. O'Neal going to get it. Step on Frank, and Frank comes back through the defensive play, swatting it.
Frank's had enough of O'Neal tonight.
I don't blame him.
Back-to-back possessions, he got the steal and then a block.
Yeah, O'Neal's been dominant too, so. Got to set up Mr. Vlidock here. Mackin for 3. Back rim, no good. Your UCLA don't want to settle for bad shots here.
Yeah, keep the high percentage shots and don't go cold.
Yeah, Ike, nice take there by Frank. It puts it to 4. Yeah, Carr got the record earlier. He's got 2 threes in this game. 71-67. Mackin gets a step, fires up to 3. Get a good clean look, bang, and a much needed 3. Cuts it to 1.
Another big 3 from Mackin here in the fourth quarter.
Timeout on the court. 71-70. Okay, this has been a seesaw battle, man.
Oh yeah, I've enjoyed it, and like I said, every time ASU scores, UCLA's got an answer.
Yeah, they haven't let themselves fall too deep. They've come up with those big shots when they need it.
Yeah, biggest lead of the game has been 6 for either team.
You know, I think a big part of UCLA's success has to be credited to the emergence of Khalil O'Neal in this game and his play in the interior, but as well as beyond the arc too, as well.
Yeah, definitely. Do you think? Do you give O'Neal maybe a minute break here?
I don't. I mean, The problem is you want him in there down the stretch. The question is, will he be out of gas come the last minute of the game? I might give him a blow. I think I might.
Give him a quick, a little minute, get some water. I mean, he just got the timeout, so if you'd have subbed it right there, give him really like 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Scott Frankson got it. Oh.
Tough miss there from O'Neal.
Yeah, it looked like he had a step on him at first, and
nobody picks up in Matt Green. And ASU putting their foot on the gas pedal just a little bit here. 56-point lead now. Or 5-point lead, rather. Big possession here, though. They're going to double team O'Neal. They kick it over to Vlidoc, who was not square, but sets himself and drills the big. Oh, they're going to call it a 2. Foot on the line.
A little bit better pass. I think he'd have been a 3.
Yeah, I agree. Bryson pull-up jumper, back rim, no good. So here's a chance for UCLA to pull even or down by 1. We'll see what happens here. Now Mackin. They're running off-ball screen for O'Neal. He pulls the trigger on a 2, no good.
Kind of going cold. O'Neal is.
Bryson seesaws his way inside, back to 5.
And they're clearing him out of the lane. He hasn't had a big impact down there in the lane lately.
Just sucking him out. Frank doing a good job. Mackin. They kick it over to O'Neal. O'Neal over to Roman. Bounce pass over to Vlidoc. 8 on the shot clock here. Vlidoc says, you reach, I teach. Gets it over to O'Neal. O'Neal drives. Left-hander, no good. Is Frank equal to the task on the defensive end? And to your point, O'Neal look like he's getting a little bit rubbery right now.
Yep.
7-point lead now with 2:23 to go.
They're gonna need somebody else to step up. Mackin's been hit a couple big shots in this quarter.
I'm surprised they're not running any off-ball screens for Vlidoc. Mackin gets blocked, and I don't like that shot choice selection there.
Not at all.
Ike baseline jumper, that's good. And this is where the depth and breadth of the Sun Devils is.
Vlidoc, Coach Maddie with a timeout here. Try to stop the bleeding with 2 minutes to go. You got to come out of this timeout with a big bucket or you really got yourself into trouble.
Mackin. Yeah, 9-point lead right now. Not looking good. O'Neal going to kick it outside to Mackin. Mackin drives. Good defense by ASU. They're starting to step up their defensive efforts here. Pass it over to Martrell Wright, and a bad pass is on the double team. And Arizona State does a nice job defensively.
Yeah, they're going to need a big stop here. A couple big stops fast.
Yeah, stopping a quick 3. But Khalil O'Neal playing a pretty much almost this entire fourth quarter, and you can see he's just not as sharp as he was earlier.
That's where, bringing him back in that third quarter, it's really hurt him.
Yep. Valentine blowing. This is what happened in the Gonzaga game. They just went cold. I mean, give them a lot of credit. They played this entire game tight, and then in the waning minute or two here, they've just kind of, they just ran out of steam.
Shots good. Hit. Shooting 1.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to hang your hat over, hang your head, because fought like crazy.
This is a much better performance than the 47-point loss that they lost against Gonzaga. So UCLA was in this game pretty much the entire way until like the last minute and a half that we just saw here. So O'Neal going to get challenged from behind by Bryson there, and then O'Neal
early in the game he would have taken it.
Yeah, he would have dunked that probably earlier. So this is not a telltale sign at all as Arizona State finds their legs late. It's a 16-point game. This was a 2 to 4 point game for like literally till about a minute and a half ago.
Yes.
So, but that's what happens, unfortunately. Mackin from the corner, no good.
They went cold.
Yeah, even then, like O'Neal was there for the rebound, but Frank out rebounded him. You know what I mean? So when you run out of legs, unfortunately, this was a much closer game than the score dictated for sure. UCLA played them tough. 16-point loss, but
Great fight by UCLA.
yeah, no, I listen. Maybe I think you did call it there. O'Neal getting a little bit of too much minutes in the fourth.
Because there at the end, they was just back to back to back, just feeding the post. And
Yeah, there were no legs left. That's when guys like Matty Ice or somebody else has got to step up. But when you run out of stamina, there's not much you can do. And also give a lot of credit to Scott Frank down the stretch playing physical defense.
Yeah, definitely.
What stands out here for you?
Let's see. 26 assists for Arizona State. And let's see, 35. UCLA winning the rebounding.
Yeah, they also shot 53% from beyond the three-point line, beyond the arc. But the thing that stands out to me the most is the 13 points off of turnovers for Arizona State. The 6 steals and 9 blocks that they got. Cashed that in for a lot of points, just on the turnovers alone.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because if you give those points, even if you give 10 of those points back, it's an 88-82 game. So I think some of those turnovers just came back to haunt ASU. And you can't say that UCLA didn't have any lead. They had a lead a bunch of times in this game. So, let's just go through it really quickly. First half, 5-point game. Oops. Excuse me. Then the first quarter, 6-point lead for UCLA. Second quarter, Arizona State just crushed it out of the park with 28 points. But UCLA sat at a 5-point deficit heading to the third. UCLA wins the third. I said this game was a lot closer, right?
Yep.
The fourth quarter, ASU just poured it on, so 29 again. So they kind of match what they did almost match what they did in the second, which is crazy. And then in the second half, just won by 11 and lose this game by 16. So, UCLA definitely played a good game. I'd like to see them continue to play similarly to the way they played in that game. But 23-9.
Yeah, you got to build off of that.
Yeah, for sure. And get this man the ball because look what he can do. 23-9, 3 blocks and an assist, 9 of 18 shooting. Mackin with a decent game, 13 points. AJ Cash has said this is a guy that they got to get involved. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well. I did not mean to press that button. 4 of 10, 0 of 3 from downtown, but a guy that I could see that off the bench, if they can get him going, that'll definitely help their offense. Martrell Wright, 7-4, 2-1. Dylan Smith, 6-5. Matty Vlidock, a guy that has to score. Too good a player. Can have
only taking 4 shots.
Yeah, taking 4 shots not going to help matters. Evan Wright.
And only 1 assist, so you're not doing it scoring and you're not passing the ball either.
Yep.
I think his only assist was on that 3-pointer he was able to find O'Neal.
Yeah. Angelo Roman 3-4-3 with a ball with a turnover. Garrett Hart 2-2-2 with a block. Giovanni Valentine with 2-1. So not a lot of secondary scoring beyond Mackin and O'Neal. Slipping the script. Michael Bryson the third. Can't talk about. We didn't even get to see the player of the game in this game.
It was Scott Frank.
Was it Scott Frank?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at these stats, I probably would have given it to Bryson. 8 of 13, 5 of 5 from the free throw line, 12 dimes to go along with 21 points. So he gets a double-double with the assists versus the rebound, which is what we see most players do. So responsible for a team high of 46 points by Michael Bryson III.
Yeah, we didn't talk enough about him in that game.
No, we were so
did a lot of talk about Drew and O'Neal.
Well, yeah, as I say, we were focused on Khalil, and we were so focused on Carr's the record. So Carr finishes 13 points, 4 assists, 2 of 4 from downtown. Record is all his. Let's take a look. That was
the one right
there.
That
was the one right there. Actually, no, I think he switched it, didn't he? I thought he drained it. Hold on. That's the one. That's the record breaker, I thought, right there. I Thought he swished it. So Jake McCall 11-2-2. Matty Green 10-4 1-1. Aaron Ike 5-1-1 and a block. Julian Alexander 4-0-3-1. Dynamite 3 blocks for Dynamite. Kazir Washington 2-0-2. Aqua Kikian 2-5. He actually had a tough time against O'Neal tonight.
Yeah, he did.
You know, he had his hands full for sure all night, but did finish with 2 blocks. So great job by both these squads. Coming up next, Providence, Georgetown. Momentarily, any parting words before we head off and hand these guys the reins for the next game?
UCLA, take a lot from this game. You played great, and you got a lot you can build on from this game. And Arizona State, you're going to have to play better for next week.
For sure. Canes, good job in the booth. Appreciate you, buddy. Congratulations to Jim Carr on the record. We'll see you guys here in probably less than 5. CSBA out. Peace.